Welcome back to Tabletop Adventures. Last time we left our heroes in a very, very special place. I don't want to spoil too much, but they are about to encounter someone that we've been kind of building up to for a long time. No, not yet. Not yet. Well, maybe. We'll see. Anyway, to kind of set the scene, you guys were undergoing a test, and you conquered various traps. And as soon as you finished the test, you were teleported to a kingdom, but not the normal type of kingdom with, castles and spires and things like that. There are just driders everywhere, thousands of them. You see an army lined up. And as soon as you guys got through the portal, these two elite guard driders, they have masked faces, and they carry spears with purple ropes or like flags around them. Purple seems to be kind of a theme. These elite guards are leading you down these crude stone steps. And as you're going down the steps, you see these enormous banners that have purple flags on them. And on the purple flags, you see the red symbol of the spider, which you've encountered before. Interspersed amongst the banners are also torches emitting blue flame. It doesn't take you very long to see what you assume is the Spider Queen herself, Sylvia, the one responsible for so many of the tragedies that you've endured. Now, the thing about Sylvia is she's a god. She is an otherworldly being. And she looks like a drider. She looks like a female drider. She wears glorious silver scale mail armor. But she is as big as an entire state. Like, she's huge. You can't even see her face. She's that big. She is enormous.
This is creepy.
All she would have to do is breathe on you and you would die.
Oh, that booty.
This cavern is so expanse, but even it can barely contain her presence.
My God.
Let's take her.
So these two elite guards are leading you down the steps, and as you're going through, these waves of drider soldiers part. It's like the Red Sea parting, and they're leading you through, and they look at you, but they have no emotion on their face. Something surprising catches your eye. In the distance, kind of on the left and right, kind of in the margins of this scene. You see other driders that are bare-chested, naked, dirty. They're very emaciated.
Are you enslaved?
Very thin. They're being whipped, and what they're doing is some of them are mining, some of them are taking logs to where you don't know. Others seem like they're preparing food for the soldiers, but it seems as though there is another sect of driders that is enslaved by their own race, and you don't know why.
Free them.
So kind of as you guys are being led, are there any actions you would like to take along the way? Or are there any questions that you have regarding
Two
the scene?
driders are behind us?
They're in front of you. That's a good question. Okay. So I don't really have marching order lined up, but they're in front of you. One is on the left side of the group, one is on the right. They are leading you forward.
I'm going to spit on one of the driders.
Wait, one of the ones on the side or the ones leading us?
One's leading us.
Whoa.
I'm just going to spit on him, but then just continue looking forward like I didn't do it.
Okay. Okay.
Damn it, Hogger.
So, okay. You spit on one of the elite guardsmen. They're very big. He does not feel your spit. But can I have you make a dexterity check and a perception check, and have you make both?
Cool.
Perception is just raw 20, right?
And it's your perception stat.
10.
Okay, for perception?
And my perception is 10.
That's
so
your
it's plus zero.
passive.
Oh, 0.
All right, so, okay, so that's the perception check. Can I also have you roll a dexterity check?
14 total.
Okay. Something hits your face. It's just like a thwack, like a branch was pulled back and then whipped at you. You take 4 damage.
Whoa! The hell was that?
You don't know.
You didn't see
You
it.
don't know. It was so lightning fast that you have no idea where it came from. You look in the crowd of soldiers, You look on both your right and left side, and they're stoic. No emotion, no expression. So you don't know
I
where it
see
came
what kind
from.
of game we're playing, Driders. I see what kind of game this is.
I don't.
Hogger was testing their powers with that spit.
Yeah.
Sure.
You interpret that as a warning.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
I would like. I'm just looking around. I want to see if I can notice anything strange or amiss.
Yes. Very good. Is there a skill you would like to do to kind of make them a
Nature
little
wouldn't do much. I guess perception
Can I interject with a very quick question?
or investigation.
The god thing. Is it like God of War Titan big? How huge are we talking?
He said as
here?
big as a
As big
state.
as a state. Which state?
Like how compared
This
to a
doesn't
normal
point-
Drider?
A small state, but a state.
like Rhode
nonetheless.
Island or like Maine?
I would say like
Something on the eastern seaboard.
yes, definitely on the East Coast. Maybe like a Delaware.
Maybe like a
Okay,
Prince
so-
Edward Island?
Maybe like a Delaware, about the
okay.
size of Delaware.
So compared to a normal Drider,
I was just saying like I was just saying that to
Real big.
implicate size.
big.
Yes.
so like hundreds of normal Driders.
Let me put it this
Thousands. You know
way.
how big a state is?
In the story Jack and the Beanstalk, when you see illustrations for them,
Got it.
you can just Jack.
See the foot.
You just see the foot.
Got it.
That's how big it is.
Got it.
And it's shrouded in mist, I suppose.
You know what
Distance
what we
mist.
would consider giants. Giants would consider this giant. You know, sort of a thing.
Awesome.
It is a step beyond the biggest thing you could imagine.
Cool.
The only thing I'm going to say about investigation, Lilia, is that if you were to investigate, you're kind of being led, and it
Yeah,
seems
yeah,
like they're
yeah. So
very
it'd have
aware
to
of
be
what
perception.
you're doing. Yeah, you can definitely look around and try to perceive things if you'd like.
I do so.
Okay, excellent.
10. Fuck.
So you're not able to discern much, but I will tell you that the air you're breathing doesn't feel normal. Like, it's not necessarily a gravity thing, but you feel slower, you feel heavier, even though you may not actually be. Something is definitely off. There is an aura that the presence of this god is emitting.
Would a nature check help?
You can try.
I'll try.
Mhm.
Sensing the nature of this area.
Purvins, do you have any purple costumes?
Oh, jeez.
I have no
9.
costumes.
Unfortunately,
Why are you suddenly British?
I don't know. I have
it
no
is
idea.
so bizarre that even
Oh.
your years of being in the forest is not able to help you deduce its origins.
Pervins will attempt to speak with the two Drider guards.
Okay. What would you like to say?
Pardon me, dear Drider gods. What a lovely home you have. But pray tell, where are you taking my very compliant friends and myself?
After about 3 seconds, the two Driders in front of you stop. Just like suddenly on a dime. And they slowly turn around. And you can see, so that they're wearing these sort of like thin hoods, but they have like a slit in the eyes. You see their eyes, they're pure blood red. They just look at you for about a minute. They just stand there for a minute, looking at you, saying nothing, not moving a muscle, no twitches, no nothing. And then they turn back around and keep walking.
No,
Okay.
I attempt to spit in their eye through the
Nice.
slit.
Nice.
You're gonna take damage.
Through the
You're gonna get us
slit,
all killed, Hogger.
This is important.
Um,
He's testing their powers.
aiming through.
Once again, can I have you make a perception check and a dexterity check?
This time it's gonna work.
Tell me which one you're gonna roll
Perception
for.
first.
Okay.
14.
Okay. Dexterity check.
14.
Okay. As you're forming the saliva in your mouth, getting ready for a spit, you feel another thwap. This one actually causes your head to bleed a bit.
Oh.
It's a little bit sharper and a little bit more piercing than it was before, almost as if they're getting upset with you doing this. Unfortunately, you were not able to pinpoint the origin of this thwap, but you definitely telling that it's coming from the size of you. Like,
Can
one of the soldiers did this to you. You take 6 damage.
Jeez. Can my dear friend Lilia try to perceive where this came from?
Yeah, because all we saw was Hogger go and then like start bleeding suddenly.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm gonna say is this kind of sounds like bullshit, and I'm very aware of that. But it's so fast that it's hard to discern if it isn't happening to you. You also can't say, "Hey, Lilia, can you perceive this for me?"
Mm-hmm.
Like you're gonna have to roleplay that. Like, "Oh man, something happened to me. Can you guys help me figure this out?" Like that's what you would have to do.
Okay.
Lilia, I think there's a sniper in our midst.
Okay. He said sniper, so I start looking around.
Okay. Can I have you make a perception check, please?
Jesus God, what am I
We're getting
rolling
killed.
today?
Yeah, we're getting killed on the road.
11.
You're not able to discern.
I got a
it.
plus. I got a 6 to perception. This
It's
is ridiculous.
It's definitely coming from the soldiers.
Does Pervin still have his white gem?
Yes.
Oh.
no.
He will present it to the Driders
Oh God.
as a offering gift.
I love that idea. It was a very good idea using the items that you have. Take a point of inspiration for that.
But
However,
However,
this was planned from the beginning. But when you take the white gem out of your bag, it is no longer glowing. It has no radiance to it. Its light has been snuffed. It looks just like a giant carved but giant stone.
Broken. Also
broken.
because
Yes.
we broke it.
Yes, that is true. That is very true.
Good times.
Just because you guys haven't explicitly kind of stated otherwise, I'm assuming that you're still sort of following the guards along.
absolutely.
he just presented it to them.
So you like get on your knees and like just offer it forward?
Yes.
One of the Driders from the left side of like this massive like Lord of the Rings army comes out, takes the stone, says nothing, shows no emotion, takes it back.
I would like to spit on this Strider.
I attempt to see its eyes too.
Yeah.
A lot of spitting today. Can I have you also make a dexterity and perception check?
Okay, so we'll do perception first.
Okay.
Come on, you got this.
I think I have 0 on perception. Yep, so that's 15 for
Okay.
perception. Oh boy. That's 10 on dexterity.
He searches for the dice.
Oops. You take 10 damage.
Why do you
Okay.
keep putting the dice back? You have to keep finding them.
He has
Because
his
I
ways.
like it when they're all together.
Okay.
It's a family, you know, you gotta keep them close. You gotta
Pervin's-
keep them close.
So just a thwap to the face, right?
So I'm just gonna say this to kind of indicate it. You
Yeah.
don't get the sense because you didn't experience Hogger's 2 thwaps, but yours is almost like a sword that cuts you.
Whoa.
Like it cuts deep to the bone, and you're like bleeding all over your face.
Okay.
They get that you guys keep spitting on them, and they're getting very upset to the point where they're not sure you guys are worth the effort anymore. However, as a rogue, Kyle, your perception was keen enough that you were able to see it definitely came from a Drider on the left-hand side. And what you notice, all of these Driders are wielding scimitars. And the one you think it came from, his sword is just sticking out of its sheath just a tiny bit more than everyone else. So you think it might be him.
How far away is he?
He's between 5 and 10 feet away.
I'm gonna go like this. Okay. It's him.
Thanks. You! I challenge you to a duel!
Oh no.
Do you accept or are you a coward?
Nothing, not once, in the entire history of the show, have things gone the way that I thought they would.
It's impossible. Harder, right?
I'm sorry.
You
You just made that guy sound so smug.
Oh no, it's great though. It's great. It's how it should be.
It's great. It's great. Oh my god.
So, in front of you, you see the god who's been watching you this whole time. Shuffle just a little bit, just move a little bit.
Oh, it's creepy.
Lilia,
Hi.
Pervins, and Andrew, all of you Just like that, with no chance to react, nothing. Instantaneous. The speed of light. You cannot move. You're frozen. You can think you have all facility of your bodies, or of your mind, but you cannot move. It's like you become a statue. You can still blink if you would like.
Me too.
No.
Can we
Real quick.
Can we still spit?
No, you can't
question.
spit.
Too bad.
Only your eyes can move. You want to like try to cry on them or something, you can definitely do that.
Lilia has a trick.
I'd like to cast Freedom of Movement on myself.
Yeah, what page is that? I am not familiar with this spell.
244.
But don't reveal it.
No, obviously.
They're not going to see the magic?
No.
Well, the other thing is,
Well, VSM.
keep in mind that you have no facility of your mouth, body, or anything.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know how you're going to cast a spell.
Does
Like-
my tongue not move either?
No.
Harry Potter
The
learned to
only
cast
thing that
spells
can
with his
move
mind.
are actually your
Shit,
eyeballs.
I was thinking I should cast Freedom of Movement like a second ago, too.
So this is a touch spell.
Yeah, I know.
So
I figured since it was
unfortunately,
myself, I
it
could.
won't work. It's a good idea. It's a very good idea.
Damn!
And it was very quick. I like that too. But unfortunately, it won't work in this situation.
Can
That
I
ruins my second
grab
plan.
Lilia's hand and touch?
You wouldn't know
hers?
to do that,
Yeah,
though.
that's true. Yeah, I would have no idea.
I don't
so
share my powers with you.
all of you are frozen, except for Hogger. Now, Hogger, what happens is all of these Driders, the thousands of them, feel like they move at once. They rush towards you.
Oh,
A
God.
little intimidated.
Yes, thankfully.
Little intimidating.
They try to pin you down to the ground. Could I have you make a strength check, please?
Fight the thousands, Hogger.
Yeah. 19.
Not enough.
Oh.
Not against thousands of Driders, sadly. They do successfully pin you down. And one of them, this is the first time you've heard them speak. They speak
Nice.
in the common tongue. Just one pulls out his scimitar as 5 others hold you down. And he puts it right at your other hand. And he says to you, "Wouldn't want to lose this one too, eh?"
Why don't you fight me by yourself and find out?
He digs the blade in a little bit.
Pervins blinks rapidly at Hogger. He does the no fight blinks.
Take 6 of you
He
to
digs
fight me?
He digs the blade a little deeper.
Pervins is blinking. He's blinking the don't fight blink code.
Are you sure you want to push this?
Flashback to Pervins and Hogger at a room in the inn. Pervins saying to Hogger, "Hogger, if I think it is a bad opportunity to pursue a aggressive stance with a foe, I will blink at you in rapid succession. Do you agree to these terms? You must accept the code should I convey it to you."
Alright, I guess.
Flash forward.
In the background of that flashback, we saw Andrea reading a note and then just stashing it away.
What the hell?
It was a very long time ago.
Yeah. Flash forward.
Also,
Flash
the
forward.
events seem to have changed slightly.
Flash forward.
You can sense that Pervins is using the anachronistic code with you.
Alright.
All right, what?
Hogger,
I don't
I just
say
want to.
anything.
I want to keep. I am being very aggressive here, but if you want to fight these guys, you're more than welcome to. I want to throw that out there. I'm not saying it's going to go well for you, but you can do it.
No, I don't say anything.
Ben, real
Okay.
quick, not to cheat, but can I see the monster manual for a second?
Yeah.
I forgot to bring mine. I need to look up a beast.
That's not cheating.
Can you try not looking at the marked pages?
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I just need to look at the back.
The one that's cutting, I say, hey, what's your name?
Neb.
Neb 2!
Neb 2?
Big in the city.
Neb 2.
Neb harder.
I'll be seeing you
Neb
soon.
harder.
I'll be seeing you soon, Neb 2.
Big Neba's house.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't think of a name for the random soldier.
Neb 2.
What a strange name.
And Neb 2. How
Neb
about
2.
Neb 2?
Yeah, Neb 2.
Okay.
Neptune.
Neptune.
Eben.
So what's happening is once Hogger kind of submits, sort of aggressively, there are two Driders behind him, pinning his arms to his back. So you can, they're constantly pushing you forward. There is a third right behind you that if you stop, he will poke his scimitar into your back.
Are we still frozen?
Hold on. Once they get Hogger up, and they do all this stuff, as soon as that happens, you guys are unfrozen.
I look at Pervins and I blink.
Purvis blinks back and he says, "Good job. You're still a hero. Best warrior I've ever seen.
How complex is this?
Take a point." And then he goes, "Take a point of inspiration."
Do they have this level of communication with blinking?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Hogger
flashback
didn't
showed
get
it all.
any of that. Missed it all.
It's all just in your
Hogger
mind.
thinks that Purvis is having a seizure.
But I do believe that Pervins believes it. That
Absolutely.
all of this was communicated. Yes, absolutely.
Purvis blinks to himself and he says, "Good job, Purvis."
Does he say take a point of inspiration to himself?
Yes, he does.
Okay. Neither of you get a point of inspiration. I just want to put that in there. Okay, so you walk a little bit farther. In this brief period of time, are there any more crazy actions anyone would like to take?
Oh, here
Amount
we
of
go.
saliva.
Can
Here we
I
go.
have that back?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Purvis runs into the eye line of the Driders, and he starts walking on his hands and feet like a spider
Oh my god.
to show them that he appreciates their way of life and who they are.
Very similar to my plan, actually.
What was your plan? Do the same thing?
Yeah, no. Well, you kind of, but just way better.
What's your plan?
I don't know if I need to do it yet.
And
Oh, okay.
And he says, "You know, I have a half sun, half spider boy myself."
I genuinely wish this wasn't the case, Pervins, but they completely ignore you.
Well, you know,
I'm sorry.
it's okay.
Choices.
Purvis does it a little bit more just because he enjoys it.
Absolutely. They don't seem to mind.
I preemptively cast freedom of movement on myself.
So as soon as you try to cast a spell, it just doesn't. It's lost.
Wow. Does it eat my spell slot?
No.
Okay. Fair enough.
Counter target spell.
You think it might be
Tap to
related
land.
to the way this place feels?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we just keep following the Driders.
I follow these riders, yeah.
Follow
Okay.
these Driders.
Yo, Andrea. When the shit hits the fan, Neb 2 is our target.
How are you gonna pick him out of the crowd?
That's something I do want to say. He looks identical to everyone else.
No.
We marked him.
Yeah.
We marked him.
We marked
How
him.
did you mark him?
Put a little mark on his
We,
arm.
Chalk on the tire?
Yeah.
Is this a flashback?
flashback?
No, he's
Got a
got
little
hogger
bingo
blood on his
dabber.
sword.
Yeah.
Dab it up.
He's got hogger blood on him.
Yep.
But his sword is sheathed.
We marked it. No. So when you sheathe a bloody sword, the blood stays near the top of the hill.
It was just a
like-
drop. It wasn't very much.
Pervins, do you have any makeup?
He was just threatening him.
No
Pervins, do you have
costume.
anything?
They slash at us for thinking about spitting on them.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna let you put a mark on one of them.
All right, we'll just keep track. It's like the cup game. We're
Yeah.
gonna keep just
I'm,
staring at
I'm
him.
not gonna stop staring at
We've
Neb
played
2.
Mario Party 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will not look away.
Hogger's big into Mario Party 10.
So finally, after much effort,
Yeah.
you guys follow the path and get to
Band of idiots.
the enormous queen. Her legs are the size of skyscrapers. And as soon as you get there, the 2 guards leave. The 3 that are pinning you down are still there, but the 2 elite guards leave, and they kind of stand at her side. They're now looking at you. You feel their blood-red eyes, like almost going into your body. And the queen starts to speak.
Whoa.
It's me, Sylvia. I'm the size of Long Island.
Have you seen my son?
Joey Jr. I'm looking for my Trida son. Sorry, man. You do the voice you were going to do for Sylvia.
Can I just be Pervins making fun of her?
My Trida son!
Joey Jr. Sorry, go ahead.
You're not sorry.
I'm not sorry, I'm
He
sorry.
goes to Carnegie Mellon. I'm very proud.
Red's unamused.
No, it's just hard. Because now whatever voice I do is going to be stupid.
Kevin is more stupid than that one.
She says to you, you guys have almost not been worth the effort. But you did pass the test.
Thank you.
You've proven yourself, and I will admit you into the ranks of my army. And don't think you have a choice in this matter.
Ha!
I will give you a task. You will be generals, leading the crusade against on the purging of the world. What I need you to do, we are not just enslaving your planet. We are enslaving all planets. We're going to have you travel to 3 of the most remote locations in the cosmos.
Nah.
And there, you will be in charge of not just enslaving a group of people, but all of the people on that planet. 3 separate times. The first planet, Veron, is known as the Red Hell. It is nothing but desert. The wind blows so fast that it blinds you constantly.
That doesn't sound fun.
There is no safe haven. Another planet, Azul, is completely frozen. There are mechanical guardians there that are extremely valuable to me. The person who invented them went insane and actually murdered his entire population with these guardians. I need you to kill him and bring these guardians to me. The final planet, Catilius, is nothing but swamp and poisonous air. It's almost impossible to breathe. There are creatures there, very special ones, that are the only known beings in the universe that can inhabit this space. I need you to go there and capture them for me.
Why don't you go yourself?
Because I have to have a meeting with those that instructed me to perform this task.
Whoa.
Why don't you go after your meeting? How long could it be?
These tasks are not worthy of me.
Pervins looks up at Sylvia, and he sees one voluptuous lady. Powerful, dominating. And he can't believe his good fortune that she would make him a general. He says to her, my dear Lord and Lady Sylvia, it would be my honor to be your messenger to the first planet, the mechanical man planet, and the planet Cunnilingus. You shall send me in your stead.
No response.
Permis is hurt.
I don't want to be forward about this, but I heard you say we passed the test, and there was a rumor going around that if we did pass the test, we would get our hands back. And I'm just saying, I'd really love to have my hand back.
That was my next point, Andrew. If you complete this task, I will give you everything you could ever desire.
Sylvia, I don't know how I'm going to stop any robots with one hand. It's going to be really hard.
Pervin says,
Yeah, you're probably going to fail.
Oh, God.
That way I don't have to give you anything.
Oh, God.
Yo, Sylvia!
No, hold on. Before you say anything, before you say more stupid shit, what she does is she puts visions into your mind.
Oh, cool.
And there are different outcomes. Hogger, what you see is you actually see 3 separate choices for a new hand. Andrew, you see these same choices.
Ooh, what are they?
One is a hand completely made of fire. It can shoot, blast fireballs.
Oh my god.
It can burn things, but you have complete control over it. It can also be cool to the touch if you want it to be. Another is a steel mechanical hand. One that can transform into seemingly anything. Blades, nets.
Keys?
There are no keys.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Key.
Swiss Army knife.
Another is a hand made of magic that can cast a variety of spells, even if one is not familiar with the arcane arts.
Yo, Sylvia!
There's also a 4th option, if you would like,
Just your
where you just get your normal hand back.
What about an axe hand?
You
Hold
can.
on, I'm not fucking done. Okay? Hold on to that thought.
You still got the vision. We're in our visions right now.
The other thing that all of you see is you see your greatest wishes fulfilled. Hogger, you have a hand back, and you are back in your hometown. Everyone is still alive. Your mother has not been defiled. Everything is okay.
Whoa.
Andrew, you are the leader of the most infamous guild of rogues in the world. All of your old friends are back with you, and you have an insurmountable amount of wealth.
Describe our treasure.
You have a ton of it.
Okay.
I'm not going to describe all of it. You have a lot of it.
Okay.
Insurmountable amount.
All those beanie babies.
Yeah.
Stacks on stacks on stacks.
Yeah, is Miko humiliated in this scenario?
Mikio is devastated.
Okay, great.
You have
great.
shamed him completely.
Great,
Yes.
okay, that's good.
Yep. Pervins, you return to your family a hero. You are considered the bravest halfling that has ever lived. They sing, your name is never forgotten. You become a legend that is sung until the end of time.
What does my sexy spider wife look like?
Oh my god.
You'll have to find out.
Is Hogger the best man at our wedding?
Yes. I will tell you that much. Hogger's the best man. Lilia, your village, your druidic circle is restored. Nothing is harmed. Nothing is burned. You become a leader of your people. When it is restored, you actually find a fountain of life that allows your people to live in seclusion for eternity.
Oh, I
You
like
never die.
Yeah.
I like that part.
You don't like the...
I do like that. The
Okay.
second part. I don't trust this vision.
Lies.
I'm skeptical in my mind.
Okay.
Pervins is all in.
Yo, Sylvia! You can keep your stinking hand! I'll join you right now if you deliver
Oh, Jesus.
Neb and Neb 2 for me, one-on-one each in a death match. Then I'll conquer your planets.
Hugger, could you take a point of inspiration for that?
Yes.
Sylvia pauses for a second. She says, I don't care about 2 measly soldiers. If this, as a general, is what you desire, then tomorrow, at the break of dawn, you will fight one and then the other.
Excellent.
And then you will travel to these planets. Again, don't think you have a choice.
Yeah, we have a choice, Andrew. This is bullshit.
Pervins thought that she rejected him, but now he can tell she wants him bad.
Uh-huh.
So this is the time that we spent as like zombie spider creatures. There's still a little bit of that resonating, and that's why Pervins is suddenly very attracted to spiders, is what I assume.
No.
He sees this
Pervins is attracted to the
voluptuous,
spider of his own
powerful
volition.
woman.
Oh, okay.
He kind of
Powerful women.
he kind of like turns in his like rags in like a alluring position
Oh my god.
and like pulls his like rags taut to his body.
I look forward to watching the duel tomorrow. Until then, we shall have you rest in the castle of heroes that was built for you just this morning.
The castle of heroes.
This lady's out of her mind. All right.
The reason I'm giving you this small reprieve is because you will not have one for some time. Keep that in mind. Suddenly, no one leads you anywhere. Nothing happens, you don't move. You are just standing in the foyer of this castle. The walls, everything is white. It's glistening. The floors are golden, pure gold. They're radiating. You see a long table that must stretch on for 20 feet, full of food. Upstairs, you can see there are countless rooms. You don't know what awaits you there.
Is the air still that weird?
No, the air seems normal now.
Can I turn around and open the front door and see where we are?
There is no front door.
Oh my damn.
What is the stained glass like?
There's no stained glass.
I'm immediately going to sleep because it's just quicker
I'm gonna eat.
to fight
Yeah,
Ned.
Pervin's starving.
Just trying to get to the morning.
Hogger, eat. Eat food, Hogger. We gotta eat.
All right, I'll eat a little bit of food.
Okay.
I go to sleep.
Okay.
I do not eat this food. I don't trust anything that's happening.
Okay.
This is all very
That's probably pretty
unnatural.
smart.
and
Well,
I do not like this.
It's very delicious.
Yeah, Pervin's he's chowing down.
I peek up the stairs to see what else is in
Can
the
you
castle.
detect some magic voodoo on this food here,
She has
Lilia?
Pervin says detect magic.
Pervin's he says it's delicious, dear Hogger. You must partake.
Before I rest,
I'll never
I-
saw this food.
hang on. How long does it take? Okay, it's instantaneous. I try to use divination to foresee what may occur. 234.
On the food?
What?
Or just
no,
in general?
just in general.
Okay.
It's my magic and offering put me in contact with a god or god's servants. In my case, I forgot who my god is. Sylvanus.
Sounds a lot like Sylvia. That's questionable.
Yeah.
Brother and sister.
Pervin
I don't
continues
super like
eating,
gods, but-
wondering what room he and Sylvia will be sharing tonight.
Pervins, I don't think Sylvia fits in rooms.
Sylvanus, god of nature and forests, is my god.
She is a little full-figured, yes, but
so there are a few things with this. I'll just go ahead and read the spell description because I think that'll be important. So divination is on page 244 through 34 of the player's handbook for those interested. Your magic and an offering put you in contact with a god or god's servants. You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. The DM offers a truthful reply. The reply might be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen. The spell does not take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as Hogger. If you cast the spell 2 or more times before finishing your long rest, there's a cumulative 25% chance of each casting after the first one that you get a random reading. The DM makes this roll in secret. So there's one thing that makes this a bit of a problem is you have to have an offering.
I was figuring I could just take a leaf off of a thing on the table or something.
Which god are you?
Sylvanus, nature.
This is a cool spell. I like this one.
Who, the symbol is a summer oak tree. He's neutral.
Okay.
She, I think. I don't know. No.
Where do you get the leaf at?
I figured, are there leaves or anything like adorning any of these plates? Or like on a strawberry? Or I figured there's lettuce or something amongst the food.
There is. You can absolutely do that.
Okay, I do that.
I really like this way of thinking. So the thing is it's not like it tells you exactly what happens, and you just sort of get a thing. What you see is a drider, someone you haven't seen before. He looks like he kind of looks like the slaves that you've encountered. His lips are moving, but you don't hear any words. But the way that his body language is speaking to you, it seems like he's pleading.
Okay.
And then the vision fades.
Okay. I meditate for 4 hours.
Do you relay that information to the other party members?
Yes.
Okay.
I was able to divine. I think we need to help the slaves, obviously.
Absolutely. Maybe once we kill Neb and Neb 2, we can start a revolution in this place.
I think they might be the key to getting us out of this mess.
There's free food. What are you doing?
I'm not hungry.
So you choose not to eat.
I choose not to eat.
Okay.
Nice.
Everyone else chooses to eat.
Uh,
You guys don't feel anything from the food,
Okay.
other than,
Pure satisfaction.
sustenance.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So, is there? It's. You eat the food. You have a full meal. There's still actually plenty of food left. As you're eating, it's almost as if the food is replenishing itself, but you can't exactly pinpoint how that is happening. There's
Never
no one
mind.
else that you can see in this castle, but you have not explored every room.
We're in a castle with unexplored rooms. Sounds fun. I'm gonna go wander around.
Okay.
I also look around.
Yeah.
Pervins will follow Haga.
Okay. So do you stick with them, Lilia, or do you go somewhere else?
Scooby-Doo, man. Let's stick together.
Yeah. Let's stick
right.
together at first.
Scooby-Doo
There's
then.
no
I'll party up.
perceived
I'll party
direct
up, yeah.
danger, I don't know.
Sure. So your options of exploration is past sort of this banquet table. Directly kind of behind it, there is a big two-door, is a big double door, wooden double door. There's also there's two staircases that sort of wrap around that lead to the second level. And that is what you see directly in front of you.
Want to go up?
Second level. Let's go.
We should check the door first, maybe.
All right. Crack it open.
So when you open the double doors, you see what seems to be almost like a barracks or a training area. There's sort of a soft dirt floor that in this 30 by 30 room, and on the wall there's an untold number of weapons, all of different makes, different craftsmanships from all over the world. You see dozens of swords, axes, daggers, arrows, bows, so many things. It seems as though it is a place where one could spar or test things out and experiment.
Are there any trick weapons?
No. Good question. No, just normal weapons. Some look fancier than others.
Is there anyone in there that might know how to identify, say, a falchion?
I mean, you guys have been in enough battles that you can tell a short sword from a falchion from a scimitar.
I have an unidentified falchion.
Oh no, unfortunately,
Okay.
no. There's no one in there. It's
Okay.
just the wall of weapons and the dirt floor. It's lit by torches.
These are gifts from dear Sylvia. I shall select this particularly ornate short sword.
As you pick up the short sword, Prince, you actually notice that on the steel blade, which is extremely sharp, very well made weapon, your face is etched into it.
A special something from one lover to another. he sheaths it, if it does not reveal to anyone else that he sees this special token that Sylvia put for him.
No. That's
No.
all yours. I mean,
Oh,
no
yeah,
one.
oh, I thought you said
No one
no.
saw it. Yeah, no one
No,
knows.
you do not do that.
Oh,
No, you do it.
me.
It's just no one sees it. Yeah.
God damn it.
What's wrong?
I don't trust this, but I also am worried that if we don't have the special weapons, we couldn't achieve something.
Does this weapon have a specific power to it, like plus something attack, or?
Yes, but you are unable to identify it.
Oh, I see.
Or let me say it this way: you haven't tried to identify.
So once
it.
I use it in battle, then I'll know.
No, the way that it works in D&D is weapons with special properties. Either you have to be skilled enough to be able to discern
To
what its
wield
properties
it?
are, or you need to find somebody that can do it for you.
Okay.
I take a scimitar, but I am cautious and I want to try to study it to see if there's anything like any malarkey going on.
So the scimitar that you pick up actually has a golden hilt. And as your hand wraps around the hilt, it becomes red. And the blade of the scimitar glows as if like a soft blue flame is surrounding its edges.
That's pretty cool.
It seems pretty cool.
Lilia, Rachel, do you think these weapons could have magical properties?
Yes, I do.
Purvis casts Detect Magic on his short sword.
The short sword is absolutely magical.
Do I need to do anything for that?
No.
These weapons make me sick.
They sort of make me
Hogger,
uncomfortable as well.
on the wall you see the biggest axe you've ever seen in your life.
Haga, I believe you meant to say these weapons are sick.
Purvis,
Oh yes, sick.
does
I
this
remember.
axe have magic in it?
Detect Magic.
Not a drop.
Not a drop.
I'm taking this.
Does the arcane, the blue fire,
It's hard to wield with one hand.
Yeah, I know.
the blue fire makes me a little uncomfortable because it's reminiscent of the magical flames that destroyed my village.
Oh, get over it.
Get over it.
I don't really have any response to that. If you don't want to use it, that's totally fine.
I take it with me,
Okay.
but I put it like to the side.
I like that.
I'm taking it just in case I need it, but I don't intend to like use it.
That's a very respectable choice. I think that deserves a point of inspiration.
It's fine, everybody. Old Lefty here doesn't need any weapons. I'll just,
There are plenty to choose from, Andrew.
yeah, I just,
Plenty to go around.
can barely use my left hand for any battle.
You might
so-
want to get a short bow again. Even
There
though
also-
you
With
there's
my
a-
one hand?
Dear Andrew,
Andrew,
the hand shall be
let me
yours
reiterate,
soon.
There are many types of weapons. There are so many daggers on this wall that can be effectively wielded with one hand.
No, it's okay. I'm good with my stupid left hand. With
Ah, cheer up, Andrew. We're gonna slice some spiders tomorrow.
Okay.
Grab
Dear-
a blade.
Dear Andrew, soon you will
You just
have
said
your
we're gonna
hand.
save the spiders.
slay.
we're
He
gonna-
said slay.
we're
He
gonna-
said slay, but we're gonna save the
We're gonna
spiders.
We're gonna
save
save-
the imprisoned ones
Yeah.
as allies.
Okay.
Soon you shall have your hand again.
The spiders keep dragging me along. They said pass the test, you get your hand back. I passed the test. We all passed that test. Still no hand.
Yeah.
Spiders
needs
are
a
not known
hand?
for being creatures of their words.
Yeah, so I mean, you can take your overpowered weapons if you want. I'm fine with my sweet little short sword. My humble short sword from my humble beginnings as a rogue. This thing's been with me throughout this entire adventure.
Yeah, well, I don't have that luxury because of a guy named Neb.
Neb, we gotta kill Neb.
Yeah.
Purvis will take a dagger and keep it just in case Andrew wants it later.
Nice.
I like that. Take a point of inspiration.
I like that one.
Planning ahead.
Should we explore upstairs?
Let's go upstairs.
As soon as you guys exit the room,
Wait, are there, one-handed axes as well?
Mhm.
I'm gonna grab one. I'm gonna grab 5.
Yeah, when you
actually.
said when you said Hogger grabbed the biggest
I'm
axe he's
taking-
ever seen,
I'm-
how big is it?
I'm taking that axe, I'm putting it on my back,
about as big as Hogger.
and I'm putting
Cool.
4 axes on my belt, another 3 axes here,
To
And
his
I'm-
boots.
and I'm holding an axe.
The big axe.
That's so
No,
cool.
holding another hand axe. The big axe is just
on
on
his
my
back.
back.
Axes everywhere.
Yeah.
This is totally okay if you want to do this, but your movement will be impaired.
fine.
I
Just
would
a-
love
just
if
a tank.
someone would draw Hogger with all his axes and maybe just throw in a few extra axes behind his ears.
No, it's gotta be canon. It's gotta be canon.
16 by 9, we'll put it on the front of the website.
So let's repeat it. 1 in the hand,
One in the
4 on
hand.
the belt.
4 on the belt, 3 on
a
here,
new sash that he apparently has.
a huge one here.
Yeah, well, he's using the equipment that is
Right,
all around.
right, right.
Ben said countless weapons.
Yes, yes, I did, but we're gonna be strict about this. There are no sashes. There are
Oh, okay.
no belts.
Well, he
They're
had
just
something.
weapons.
He had
Yeah,
something
there's
to
a-
hold his great axe before, so
Yeah.
he must
Yeah.
have some kind of leather.
I've always had a strap.
Yeah.
So you're just like sticking it into
Yeah,
the strap.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You gotta make it believable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it believable. Keep the world straight.
How much
Are
is
you just like
mine?
sticking the other ones into your pants?
Yeah, I got like little belt hooks. Like I have a pack and stuff, a Dungeoneers pack.
Okay.
Has Purvis gotten any of his stuff back?
No.
Just his tattered rags still?
Yeah.
We'll go upstairs. There's gonna be clothes upstairs. They're upstairs.
Oh.
Armors.
There's gonna be servants. Let's go upstairs.
Okay, so as soon as you guys exit the door, there is, without question, the most beautiful elf woman that you've ever seen in your life.
Gross.
Sorry. She
I just walk right
Purvis
by
and my
her.
eyebrows both go up.
she has her hands folded in front of her like this, and she says, "Hello."
I'd walk by her. Like
Okay.
she doesn't even exist.
Okay, fine. She does not respond. She says, "Allow me to identify your weapons for you."
God damn it!
I have her identify my falchion and my scimitar.
Okay.
Purvis cleans the drool off his short sword and hands it to her and hands her the dagger that he got for Andrew.
Okay, one at a time.
All right. While she's doing this, while she's investigating, I'm gonna try to pickpocket this elf.
Okay, so let me be clear.
Yeah.
She is wearing a very, very thin white dress.
Oh, she's got nothing.
With
Okay.
no pockets.
Okay.
There's bare skin under there.
You might pick something.
Oh.
Burger.
Okay.
Now, she does have a golden headdress on that seems to be of high value.
Nice. Well, I can't swipe it. What?
It's not a weapon.
Yeah.
It's a headdress.
It's. Listen,
That elf's gonna break
professionally,
your
it's
ass.
much harder to steal a headdress than something out of a pocket. Okay, so let her identify.
the game, Andrew. The big score.
Sorry, so she's identifying Lila's weapon.
Score.
Yeah.
it's funny
So
it's
we're gonna
like-
make. I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time on this,
together,
but
you're
it's
just
cool
like-
stuff. So, Lilia, the falchion you found. Whenever you deal damage, you gain half of the damage you dealt back in HP.
Holy shit.
Life steal.
That is a good weapon.
The scimitar, the scimitar, the one that emits flame, whatever attack you do, if you hit, you do 1d6 extra fire damage.
But it's the
Perfect.
same fire that destroyed her village.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a moral
Well,
choice you gotta make.
Yes. Pervins, every single time you attack, your blade sings as if in your voice. And that song fills you with courage. Every attack you make, if you miss, you get a second attack.
Whoa.
A singing blade.
Any additional damage?
If you hit, you do 1d4 extra damage.
I say, weapons. And I say, can you identify mine? And I pull 15 blades out.
Not 15. No.
I also have the little dagger.
9 blades.
9 blades.
I put 9 axes.
There's also a little dagger, too, for Andrew.
Oh yeah.
All right, Hogger, I'm going to roll for this. She looks at you as though offended and says, "I'm sorry, I am not capable of identifying those weapons."
Wow.
Why?
Because it's just normal.
Because she was offended by it.
She's not into
I
you.
shove her down.
God damn it.
Yes.
Hogger!
Shove her down.
She
She
disrespected
used
Hogger.
dagger.
Dis-
She's
Disrespect.
lying. She's disrespectful.
Yep.
She did hint.
No.
Pervins used dagger for-
Hogger was disrespectful.
I was
She
going
responding to that.
upstairs.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Before-
disrespectful
before
first.
this
I wasn't
happens-
being rude.
Pervins also had that dagger to identify.
Hogger, Huber, if someone is talking to you and you
refuses
walk
to
by
listen.
them, that is considered disrespectful.
I walked by before she said it.
No, you did not.
I was
No,
on
you-
my path.
No. She like the minute you came out of the door, she started speaking.
I gotta know what happens if Hogger tries to shove her.
I shove her down.
Wait,
Okay.
did she or did she not identify the dagger that she already had given her to identify before this travesty happened?
No. No.
She did.
No.
Hogger heard the dagger getting explained and then
Yeah.
rushed over and dropped all his
Hogger, as
axes.
soon as you try to touch her, she disappears. She's gone.
Oh god.
Damn it, Hogger, I wanted to talk to her.
She's gone.
Pervins blinks at Hogger. You've got a lot to learn about treating women.
Yeah.
Men, women, beasts, elves.
You can't
No
tell-
discrimination.
Shoot, Hogger would have done that to anyone.
Disrespect is
Yeah.
disrespect.
You
Yes, it is.
disrespected
That is
her.
true.
Hogger, I'm never taking you back to any of my people.
Pervin says, think of your mother, Hogger. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Whoa.
The words
Purvis.
cut deep.
Yeah.
I walk upstairs.
Okay.
Purvis
I'm
walks
annoyed.
Purvis walks upstairs too.
I want to say, Purvis, that was not cool, man.
That was not cool?
No, do you know what happened to Hogger's mother, and you're going to relate that to this?
Because
He needs to
he
respect women.
people were violent toward his mother, and now he is violent towards women.
No,
the
what
cycle
Hogger
continues.
did was not
Cycle
the same thing that
The
happened
cycle
to his
continues.
mother.
He's
Oh my
pushed
gosh.
down several women unprovoked.
The first one might have been unprovoked.
This one was
This was
unprovoked.
provoked.
Yeah, no, this is. I'm gonna say we're gonna flag that as unprovoked.
Not in
Gotta
Harvey's
be
mind.
Unprovoked.
No, that's fine. That's fine if it's not in your mind.
Purvis takes
It's
the
Hogger's
dagger.
world, everyone else
He
lives
puts
in
it back in his tattered rags.
I take the falchion and put it next to my actual regular scimitar, but I keep this other scimitar in my pack. I don't trust it.
Okay. So Purvis and Lilia, you walk upstairs. Andrea and Hogger, do you follow or do you
Oh, absolutely going
grit
upstairs.
your teeth a bunch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
All right.
Grit your teeth.
You go upstairs and it's a pretty narrow hallway. And on the right wall, kind of spaced out 5 feet each, you see 5 separate doors. Each has a gold plate that says your names. So each name corresponds to a door.
And then
Lilia,
one for Taylor DeSwift.
You said 5.
I did say
Yeah, he said 5. I was like, what?
it's scribbled out. Yeah, so there is Taylor DeSwift. It's scribbled
I'm
out.
going
With a
to
Sharpie, real haphazard. They just scribbled
Okay,
it out.
so on the far
They built this castle this morning.
they they made a mistake. Yeah. On the far
to
left,
mess with us.
on the far left, Lilia, it's your name. Next to that is Purvis. Next to that is Hogger, and on the far right is Andrew.
Can I go in the Taylor DeSwift room?
Yeah, I want to go on the Taylor
I'm going
DeSwift
in
room.
there.
You can't. The door will not budge.
Oh, cool. Cool. All right, so I'll go in the Andrew room.
Okay.
Me too.
You go into the Andrew room?
Yeah.
You can't.
So what happens when he tries to come in?
So when you open the door,
Yeah.
Hogger can see inside, but there is some force preventing him from actually stepping
What do
forward.
I see?
Yeah, what's in there?
So you see a very luxurious bed, very soft sheets. There's actually another plate of food. There's a mirror. There's a bath where you can watch. It's a huge room.
I'll wait out here.
There is also a black book on a small table next to the bed.
In Andrew's room?
Okay, I want to close the door,
Okay?
and then I want to smash the mirror,
Nice.
Okay.
and then I want to go check out that book.
Okay. Before we get to the black book, is there...
I open my door and look
Yeah.
in.
You see the same thing.
Okay.
Purvis goes into his room.
Purvis, you see the same thing,
Uh-oh.
but on your bed...
A rose.
On your bed is a bare-chested Drider woman.
I liked that elf woman.
Oh, God.
Purvis turns around and heads back toward the door and tries to open it.
Going out?
Yeah.
You're outside.
Is anyone out there?
No, I mean,
Hogger's
he's
still out
there.
there.
I'm not going in.
To your room?
Hogger,
What's the problem?
there's a woman in there.
Yes, so?
Yes, so?
She does not have any clothes on.
Ah. Well? Is she waiting for you?
Purvis opens the door again. He says, "Excuse me, dear lady, perhaps you have the wrong chambers."
The Drider woman is no longer there.
That was a shot.
It was the one time for Purvis to become a man.
It's no problem. She's,
Perhaps you're seeing things, Purvis.
yes, perhaps she's gone now. I'll just go have some me time. Purvis goes back in and closes the door.
Take a point of instruction for that handling of that scene. So, Hogger, you do not go into your room.
No, I'm gonna wait out here.
So do the rest of you just kind of hang out in your room? Do you go to sleep?
That black book.
The black book, that's right, I'm sorry. So, the black book on the front of the book is the red spider symbol.
Mm-hmm.
When you look in the first page, it's just a white page. In the center of the page, it says The Teachings of Sylvia. As you sort of flip through the book, it is various instructions on how one can most loyally follow the Spider Queen.
Ooh, I want to read this book.
Of course you
Okay.
do.
It is very long. I do not have the time to narrate all of the pages, but I will give you some passages from
Give me the
book.
pillars. What are the pillars of this book?
Okay, so the pillars, the sort of commandments, if you will.
Yeah.
Sacrifice all to follow the Spider Queen, even if it means getting rid of those closest around you.
Okay.
Strength is valued above all.
Great.
Only the strongest will survive in this army.
The huggers.
Many forms of strength.
If you follow Sylvia, you are innately superior to all other beings. Do not be questioned, do not be stopped, and do not hesitate to follow out Sylvia's will.
That appears in a lot of religions, yes.
Those are the three pillars.
Okay.
There are more passages I can read as well, if you'd like.
I'm perusing the book out of an interest of kind of a know thy enemy sort of a thing.
Mhm.
I'm also attempting not to touch the book with my hands because everything here makes me uncomfortable.
Okay, so how are you doing this?
I'm using like the edge of my sword
To turn the pages,
turn
that's
the
cool.
pages.
Okay.
Pervins hasn't even touched the book. He's so distraught. He tries leaving the room and then
you don't
going
have
back in
I'm like looking under the pages.
to see if she's there again.
It's pretty good.
Is she back?
No.
And you don't have your dirty magazine anymore.
What else is in the room?
So,
There's a bed.
there's a bed, there's a mirror, there's a bath. There's a small table with a black book next to the bed, and there's food. There's a table of food.
Pervin starts running a hot bath. He draws a hot bath.
Yeah, I want to go to the bathroom. It's been a really, really long time.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go to the bathroom.
Successful.
Thank you.
Point of inspiration.
Critical failure.
So Andrew peed. You're drawing a bath. So let's talk about that bath a little bit.
Ooh.
There's a faucet that you can turn. Water will come out. It'll fill up this graphite bath. It's very fancy, and the water is blue, but it's a blue that you're not used to seeing. It's never looked like any water that you've seen. It is almost like a bright kind of like pale blue.
Do you mean granite?
Do you mean ceramic?
Graphite is like what's in a pencil.
Oh yes, I meant granite. Thank you.
Okay.
Pervin,
I was
Getting
just like,
flustered.
what would that?
he just
Yeah, that would be a very gross bath.
he disrobes his tattered rags and gingerly hangs them, and then climbs into the bathtub.
So, Pervins, as you sort of step into the bath, you feel completely refreshed. It is like, not only are all of your current scratches and bruises gone, but it is almost like you feel tranquil in a way that you never have. You feel reinvigorated. It's just everything, even your mind is completely at peace.
I've forgotten about the woman.
Yeah, you forgot about the woman. You feel very confident in yourself. So because of this, for right now, what we're going to do is, could you give yourself 12 extra hit points?
But they're not like permanent.
They're not
ones,
permanent.
yeah.
Once you take damage and those hit points go away, they're gone forever. But this bath is sort of giving you a little boost for now.
I was reading the book. Are there any other passages that I read?
Yes. So one of the passages that you read is how to best kill an enemy in a way that is most pleasing to the spider queen. She says in the passage, what you want to do is, it is best to fight with blades or bows. She prefers that to magic because it is often more brutal. There's more blood, there's more gore as a result. The more violent you can make a battle, the better. And once you've finished a battle, and in fact the best way to finish a battle is to eviscerate your enemies. But even if that doesn't happen, once you've finished the battle, it is best to mangle their bodies and pull out their organs. That way, should the Spider Queen feel the need, she can teleport to the location of your victory and actually consume those organs.
Is Hogger still in the hallway?
I find all of this very uncomfortable.
It is very uncomfortable. Are you still in the hallway?
Yeah, I'm going to take a nap there.
Just on the ground?
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, is there a wardrobe in these rooms?
On the bed, there is no wardrobe, but on the bed, each of you sees a specific set of attire that you might find useful. If you would like to investigate that attire, you're more than welcome to.
I do so. I think about using it to repair my broken attire too, but I inspect it.
Okay, so on your bed, Lilia, is a set of leather armor. It feels incredibly well made, and it seems as if it's constructed to fit your body perfectly, granting you incredible mobility. It feels very light in your hands, lighter than even normal leather armor.
What do Pervince's clothes look like?
Pervins, you have very ornate clothes. It is like the kind of clothes that you would see on the wealthiest man in the world.
Awesome.
Like it's got frills everywhere,
that's
embroidery on the chest. Like whoever puts this on is sure to attract attention.
Oh, perhaps female attention.
Oh, attention from all
Oh.
corners of life. Yeah.
Different species.
Oh, absolutely different
'Kay.
species. Yeah.
Nice. Pervince puts it on after his bath.
Pervins, you are finding bonuses in quick succession. When you wear these clothes, you have a +5 to charisma.
Oh.
Oh, that's cool. I really like that actually, because his clothes are so nice.
So my total now is. Okay.
I am very skeptical, but the construction feels so nice.
Mm-hmm.
I try it on.
So, this leather actually increases your dexterity by 3
Whoa.
points. You also get an additional 10 movement speed in combat.
Ooh.
10 feet of movement speed in combat.
Holy shoot.
What does Andrew have on that bed?
Andre, you see a cloak that you've seen before. You've only seen one person in the world wear it. The leader of your rogue guild from days gone by used to wear this. Is the only like hood, and it's black leather armor and a black hood with a cape.
I just noticed that there's
What it
lots of
means
different-
is that you are a master thief
I didn't know.
and
I didn't see
assassin.
that.
It is a symbol of honor. You thought only one existed, but here it is.
I've not earned this yet. I want to walk out to the hallway and see who's out there.
Hogger is out there, sleeping,
Trying to sleep.
trying to sleep.
Taking a
Hogger, wake
nap.
up, Hogger.
Mm,
What's in your room?
I don't know.
Hogger, let's look at it, see what's in your room.
I don't trust this evil place.
Can I be honest? I don't either.
This whole charade is gonna make us soft.
Hogger,
I'm not buying it, Andre.
there's clothes my old boss used to wear. I have never seen anyone else have that. This is like weird magic stuff.
Yeah, I'm not into it.
But the beds are really nice.
At this point, Pervince is climbing. Only the finest for halflings. They love luxury. He's climbing into the silky sheets. He is loving it. Go on.
You almost radiate light.
Go on. Sorry.
I don't trust it.
I also don't trust it, so I take the stuff off and put it in my pack. I keep it with me.
Okay, so Hogger, you do not go into your
I'm not
room.
even open the door.
Okay.
Hogger, I'm really curious to at least see what's in there.
Just, we'll never know.
What if it's your axe? What if your axe is in there?
Only one person has my axe, and I'm gonna be claiming that tomorrow.
Hogger, I admire the restraint. Please take a point of inspiration.
For not opening the door.
Pervince opens the door and he says, "Excuse me."
Now, again, because we established this earlier, you guys can open the door and look in Hogger's room if you desire. You just can't go in.
Oh, okay.
Pervins, he
I
gets
thought
out
it
of
didn't
bed.
open because we couldn't open.
please.
Taylor's.
Taylor's room, you feel like maybe was an accident and shouldn't have been there, but you can open Hogger's door. You just cannot go in.
Pervins opens his
You
door.
can open all of your doors. So if you want to see Purvis hanging on his bed, you can. You just can't go in.
He opens his door and he says, "Pray tell, dear friends, could you perhaps keep it down? I am trying to sleep in here, please."
Whoa.
You guys notice-
Pervins. Nice.
Nice outfit.
Clothes.
Oh, thank you. I am a made man.
No, you
if you will.
honestly, you look really good right now.
Dear Andrew, where's your finery?
No, my finery, it's not mine.
What is here gifted for you by our dearest Sylvia of Long Island?
No, listen, if there were nice frilly clothes, I would gladly wear them, but this particular set of clothes is...
I also like that. Kyle, take a point of inspiration as well.
Would you care to switch clothings?
Yes, I would. These are the nicest clothes I've ever seen.
Oh, well then, dear friend, let us switch. No peeking, if you will. I am spoken for.
What is happening? I hear the commotion and I come out of my room.
Lily, what was in your room? What'd you get?
Some armor, very nice leather armor. I don't trust it though. I don't trust this place.
No, I think you like being half naked. I think you like that.
I'd like to fix my armor actually, but I have to wait until somewhere reasonable.
I think you are stunning, just as you are, dear Lilia.
God damn it.
So do you guys trade outfits?
Me and Andrew?
Yeah.
Andrew and I? Yes. Yes, I believe we do, right?
Okay, sure. Let's
That's
trade
right.
outfits.
If you shall not wear yours, dear Andrew.
No, Pervins, let's
Wait,
wait
are
for
you taking his master spy one or just his regular ratty
No,
stuff?
the one that was gifted to him.
My womanly hips are too wide for your pants. It seems as though those clothes were designed to fit only you.
The sheer mention of a woman's hips makes Pervins feel flush.
You are both halflings, so there's a chance that it could fit.
I still have womanly hips despite my height.
Yes, you do.
And I think you said it's like tailored specifically
Yeah.
for...
I said that for Lily.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Pervince's clothes are so glorious that they're flowy.
I'm not saying it's going to work. I'm saying you can try it.
No, it's fine. It's
I
fine.
sit down in the hall next to
It's
Hogger.
right for you, Pervins.
Okay.
Dear Hogger, where are your gobs of royalty?
In there somewhere.
All right, I'm gonna peek in. Curiosity has got me to the point where I have to peek in.
Pervins peeks in too.
What's on his bed?
There's one thing on the bed.
The axe.
There is an accessory that one could actually place on perhaps a stump that is an enormous blade.
Oh, sick.
Bastard.
Pervins goes. Pervins goes. Oh, nice! No nice clothes in here. Let's go.
Wait, Hogger, you should at least peek at this. You should look at this thing.
No.
What is it? I ask.
It's a blade for his gross stump.
Oh,
Hogger could probably like attack twice in one turn if he put this
effectively
on.
changing his bum arm into another weapon?
Yes.
Huh. Well,
Blade? Does it look nice?
That looks very nice.
It's not as nice as my clothes.
It's not as nice as Pervins.
Nah.
The blade has a serrated edge.
It has a serrated edge.
Serrated edge.
Do you think it could hold the weight of a two-handed axe?
No, it's a blade.
But could I rest a two-handed axe on the
Hogger,
blade?
you know more about axe battle than we do.
My dear Hogger, I think that you can do anything. But you need to be nicer to women.
I'm going to sleep.
Whoa.
Okay, so you stay in the hall and sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to open Taylor to Swift's door one more time.
Any of it.
Okay, so surprisingly, on the second attempt, it does open.
Yep.
There's nothing but blue mushrooms in there.
They're mocking us. They're mocking us. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep in the hallway too.
I meditate next to Hogger in the hallway.
Yeah.
Okay. You all sleep in the hallway?
No,
Yeah.
oh, Pervins is back in his bed.
Puts a little thing over his eyes.
Eye mask on.
Okay, great. So the morning comes, and
It's
you were woken up by a knock. That was actually impeccable timing. An elite guard you see is standing in in the center, right next to the banquet table, and all the Drider does is it raises its free hand and motions toward you specifically, Hogger.
It's time! I follow.
Okay. Do you all follow Hogger?
I guess I
Oh,
wanna
absolutely.
watch.
Yeah, I want to watch this
this
fight.
Okay. You are
Hogger.
taken quite a ways.
Yeah.
Again, a sea of soldiers part. It seems like they've been there the whole night. They haven't moved. They haven't done anything. And all of a sudden, you come to sort of a clearing amongst the soldiers, and where you're at right now, they're actually kind of gathered in a circle. And on the ground, there's a ring of blood at their feet. And waiting for you, in the center of the ring, is the one-eyed, scarred, smiling Neb.
What is he holding?
Hogger's great axe. He says, "Oh, I didn't realize I had to fight someone so weak." Right behind him, clapping, is Neb 2.
Why are we here?
I'm still encumbered from holding so much, right?
Hogger's gotta fight
Yes,
these two guys.
you've
I don't know.
12 axes on you.
Eulalia,
9, I think.
What? Sure, a number of axes.
hold this great axe.
I've taken
Is that the only you keep your other
I
axes?
keep my other small axe.
I set it on the ground.
You're still encumbered.
Still?
Yes.
I have 4, 5, 6. I only have 8 axes.
Yes, you have 8 axes on you. The axes are heavy.
Okay.
Hogger, give me an axe and take this dagger.
All right. I stuff the dagger down my boot.
Cool.
I take an axe and hold it for you.
Yeah.
Does he feel anything special about that dagger?
Not immediately,
Okay.
Okay.
but there is something special about it. Yes.
How you doing, Neb? Long time no see.
A whole lot better after I kill you.
Let's not waste any time.
Let's not.
Wait, I have a question. As we walked up, did we get to watch Neb lick the axe?
Neb is never like okay. Other than when he's talking, he is always licking the axe. Always on the axe. He's like fucking making out with that
You guys
axe.
could be best friends.
I charge him.
Okay, as soon as you step into the ring, the blood becomes fire. A curtain of fire.
So we can't cross through.
No, no one
Okay,
can.
all right.
You are
through it?
You are locked
Locked in Mortal
in
Kombat.
combat
Yes.
with Neb,
Yes.
and we will do that next time.
Oh!
Thanks, everybody.
Woo!
Thanks, man.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.